Still got love for the streets. Again for playing with Mikey. Haha, that was a good game. Good luck with whatever you're dealing with. Be safe. That's from all of us. Thanks, we're trying not to get stabbed again. Mikey says tell Chloe she can handle anything. Titties. That's dumb. There's the locked drawer. I want to look around more files, though.
James sure keeps lots of files on people.
Got more secret shit in the service award?
Comes with the DA territory. Even if James is trying to protect Rachel from her mother, this seems like a pretty terrible way to act.
James or Amber. Enough. James, this is enough. When you told me about the prank, or when you told me about the park, you weren't going to let me be a part of Rachel's life. Of course I was angry, but I understood you need to protect her. It's your prerogative as a parent. But sending that man to talk sense into me, threaten me, you're losing the moral high ground here. What kind of way is it for a DA to act? What would the voters say? I have the right to meet my daughter, and the lawyer I spoke with agrees. But more importantly, Rachel has the right to do what her mother is. You know the truth? You know what is the right, Sarah? Oh, maybe we sent, or maybe Rachel's dad sent fucking, what's his face? Damon or whatever. To hunt down Rachel's mom and tell her to stay away. He seems to be the only hitman in town, apparently.
James sure keeps lots of
Maybe that's why we
people.
saw her leaving Frank's place. She wasn't actually buying drugs like we presumed. She was actually doing something different. She was actually getting the shit scared out of her by Damon or whatever. Hey, graffiti time. I didn't even get to pick this one. He just did it. Secret booze stash. I feel like that kind of gives us away.
More sherry.
Yeah, why can't we just write her email down? No shit.
Looks like a recent email.
That's
from
it.
Rachel's mother
It's
to
S.
James.
Gerhardt at
Even if James is
gerhardt.net.
trying to protect Rachel from her mother.
We have her.
This seems
Shoot
like
her
a
an
pretty
email.
terrible
Rachel, hey,
way to
Rachel wants
act.
to meet you. That's fucking ball game right there. Right there. We have the email. Whatever. We're gonna do it the other way.
Sheldon. Why do I feel like I've heard that name before?
Why does Sheldon Pike sound familiar? Why should I know that name?
Welcome to Shadyville.
Population shady stuff. An old shoebox. Well, if it isn't a cell phone and a bunch of letters.
Sarah sent all these letters, and James never gave them to Rachel?
I knew that bullshitter was lying to us. To my Rachel, my name is Sarah. I'm your biological mother. The first thing you should know about me is that giving you up was the worst mistake I ever made. I was struggling with a lot of fucking meth and heroin at the time. T-shot him in the chat, something I've been battling with ever since. The battle's taken everything from me, most importantly you. Now I'm in a place where I know I can be a part of your life, more than I deserve. I know, but I would love to try if you want me to. Take your time. Love you very much. Love to meet you soon, Sarah. Dear Rachel, hope it's alright for me to write you again. I haven't heard from you. That's okay. It really is. Just feel like I haven't much on you. You don't remember much of my life symptom choices I made. A lot of meth and heroin, a whole lot of drugs up in here, shoving drugs in my veins, eating drugs in my mouth, shoving drugs in my nose via cocaine, putting drugs in your anus. You realize if you butt chug, you actually get drunk faster. That way it doesn't have to go through your motherfucking liver that way. It doesn't get filtered out. It's just straight alcohol. Butt chug is the way of the future. I'm gonna try butt chugging meth one day, but I'm not sure I'm ready yet. I'll talk to my boyfriend Carl. He'll see if he can sense that. It's just in I talked to my boyfriend Carl. Turns out Carl is not into me butt fucking him with the giant pineapple dildo I bought. I really thought the pineapple dildo would be a good investment. It was really cheap and I wasn't sure why, but apparently nobody likes it. Imagine your dad still wary of all this. Okay, James protective you as I would be, but his life we wanted to give you, even then he didn't. Something new doesn't go. All my love, Sarah.
Sarah in this letter doesn't seem anything at all like the person James told us about last night.
James, understand your reluctance to let me speak with Rachel, but I don't think the decision should be. Don't you think the decision should belong to her? Everything I've ever done this past year has been to prove you I'm ready to be in Rachel's life. I've gone through rehab and recovery and no longer needed money or assistance. I know I can be a positive influence on her. I'm coming to Arcadia Bay in the hopes that we can at least meet to discuss this. So you can see how much I've changed. If you have any feelings for me at all, you would give me a fair chance to prove to myself and hopefully Rachel too. You are the love of my life once. Please don't take this away from me. All right, my guess. I have a new guess. I have a new, as Omega would say, I have a new hypotenuse. I have a new hypothesis here. My new hypothesis says that Rachel's dad told Damien to maybe fuck Rachel up a little bit if Rachel ever went looking for her mom. If Rachel ever went looking for Sarah. Y'all are gonna get yourselves global banned, by the way. Rachel ever went looking for Sarah. I think James sent Damien to fuck up Sarah. But I also think he was supposed to mess up Rachel a little bit if Rachel went looking the other way. That's my guess. That might not be true because Damien didn't act like he knew that why Rachel. Actually, yeah, I take that back. Damien didn't act like he knew why Rachel was looking for her. He was just asking why everybody was asking about her. Which would make sense because the other people asking about her would be Rachel's dad telling Damien to keep her the fuck away. Interesting. Cease and desist. Mr. Amber. I represent Sarah Gerhardt, lawful mother of Rachel and petitioner for partial custody of Rachel Amber, her lawful daughter. Please take notice that Oregon law requires the guardians and minors on behalf of my client amend that you cease and desist from unlawfully denying contact between Sarah Gerhardt and Rachel Amber. You are now considered to be on notice, continuing refusal and petition suit filed under Oregon family law. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, so she legally is gunning after this. It doesn't have a date on it.
So, this looks like Sarah stopped cashing the checks James sent her. Guess he forgot to mention that during his story last night.
He stopped taking his money a while ago. God damn, girl. $3 grand a month. You doing it. Alright, now we got the cell phone.
I have to know who James is talking to on the secret phone of his. It could be about Sarah.
Let's scroll to the top and work our way down, shall we? I'm told you can help me with my problem. Crossing the line, eh? Let's talk. This is Damien. I already know this is Damien. We'll call tonight. I found you were looking for. Call you in 15. Well, this isn't charity. I'm going to need you to do what we talked about. I can't. Sure you can. I talked to your girl. She has a big mouth. Turns out she's not so easy. We're going to need more hands-on. Don't hurt her. Relax, I've got my best guy on it. Alright, this might be Frank. This might be Frank getting Damien to do it. How's your daughter? You know she attacked me. Oh, nope, this is Damien. You know she attacked me first, right? You really should teach her to behave better. Nothing? Guess you don't need this taken care of anymore. Yeah, it's 1000% Damien.
James is working with...
Damon.
Damon.
Damon. They're both D names. I don't know. They're close.
This is insane. What were they talking about? Is the girl Damon's talking about Sarah? Whatever is going on, I need to see if Damon knows where Sarah is. But how do I get him to tell me?
We could email her with the email that we know. Let's ask. We're gonna try asking. Now, did you take care of the evidence or not? Or can I answer him? Be like, fuck yeah, I did.
Shit. What do I say?
You first. See proof of the evidence.
Hope James actually has this evidence. Don't think Damon will tell me where Sarah is.
Oh, fuck. That didn't work out.
Unless I send him a picture. Looks like a recent email from Rachel's mother to James. Even if James is trying to protect Rachel from her mother, this seems like a pretty terrible way to act.
Is this the evidence?
Sheldon. Why do I feel like I've heard that name before?
Did I explore the rest of the house? This the evidence?
James sure keeps lots of files on people.
The fuck was the evidence?
James has a file on Frank. I'd love
What if
to
that
read
was the
this,
evidence? I don't know what I'm
but
meant to be
I've got
doing
to
here.
focus on finding Rachel's mom.
Hand, guide me. Send the photo of the evidence. What the Do I still have the phone? Oh, L1, view phone. I'm looking for evidence.
This must be what Damon was talking about.
Oh, hey.
Shit. Which of these is Damon talking about? I could just take a wild guess and see what he says. Or maybe there's some info on the case hanging around the office.
I don't want to fuck this up. We've got bullet cases, we've got a knife, and we've got a glove. Maybe this crime report. It's the number case type assault. Damon Merrick. White guy. Person described above charged as follows: aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. So we're looking at the knife, maybe. After a verbal altercation with the victim, Merrick brandished a fire poker, hitting the victim several times about the head before fleeing the scene. Merrick's gloves were recovered and entered into evidence. A 911 call was received at 10:21, and an officer arrived at the scene at 10:38. EMT, a bystander who requested to remain anonymous, named Darren Merrick as the... All right, so his gloves, because the fire poker's not in there, so we've got the gloves.
Arcadia Bay's least wanted.
So it's the glove. Gotta be the glove. That's the only thing they mentioned. And I'm pretty sure I've searched the whole rest of this room. Now destroy it. Why are you so bad at this? I'll get right on that. I don't want to destroy real evidence.
If I can figure out how.
I still got love for the
destroy
streets.
a glove? Maybe I can burn it.
Burn it down! That's what Rachel would do. She would burn a whole forest down. Didn't even give two shits. Friendly reminder, everybody, we are 39 subscriber points away from new emotes. Just a heads up. I have way more subs than I ever thought I'd ever have. Just a heads up.
Oof. Better not touch that again.
Should have left the window open. Don't know why she closed it. Are you fucking kidding me? This dude's milking us for everything we have.
Damn. I hope James has something here to tell me who Damon's informant is.
Planning supper. What time you think you'll be home? Never, Mom. Kind of busy being a detective. Rachel want to join us? She's welcome. Rachel got stabbed, Mom. Stop talking about it. Okay, Rachel got stabbed. I remember this is in the year 2010.
So I need to find which of Damon's guys has been snitching. I should search around the office. Arcadia Bay's least wanted. Okay. If I'm going to accuse one of these guys, I'd better be sure I'm right.
We could have just emailed her. We totally could have just emailed her.
Suck brick, kid!
It was
Just
me?
got in an accident. I'm high off painkillers. Take my money.
The Rock, I hope you're alright, man. What happened? If you're on painkillers, it's kind of rough. Sheldon, I remember that. I'm not gonna read that out loud.
I totally knew this guy was a criminal when I stole from him.
Oh, that's the t-shirt guy. Yeah.
This guy let me into the mill. Cool dude.
I don't want to accuse him because he was nice. I don't want to accuse Frank because we like Frank.
Could this douchebag be the snitch Damon's talking about?
Oh, this is Sheldon. This is Sheldon. Okay. That's why that name's familiar. This is the guy who we punched, or Rachel punched, or whatever happened. I appreciate that, Rock, though. I hope you're not too bad off, man.
Guess this explains why Mr. Amber knows so much about Frank.
I don't know how I'm supposed to... I'm gonna read the crime report again. 911 call was received at 10:21. Officer arrived at 10:38. EMT, the victim was a bystander who requested to remain anonymous. Named Derek. Am I supposed to know who this is? It's either Sheldon or Vendor, but honestly, Sheldon's the only guy on this whole list I know I don't like. I'm neutral about Vendor. Sheldon's the only guy on this whole list I don't like. So I'm inclined to just want to throw Sheldon under the bus. Oh, yeah, maybe it'll let me actually look at his file now. Good call on that.
This is that freak from the mill. Wonder what Damon would think of his
Has been very cooperative, no
comment.
missed check-ins. Very cooperative, eh? Very cooperative on selling out his people. Very cooperative and selling out his people. Oh, now I can probably look at Frank's file.
Okay. There's no way that Frank is snitching on Damon. But I love learning about his badass loitering charge.
Loitering charge. Drug dealing and loitering. See, Frank's not a bad guy. He loiters. I don't think I have files on anybody else. Oh, wait. No, who's this?
I agree to aid the courts on future cases.
Ooh.
That could be seen as a little snitchy.
Gerald Scott. Gerald Scott. Is that Baldy? Are you Gerald Scott?
I totally knew this guy was a criminal.
Are you Gerald Scott?
This guy let me into the mill. Cool dude.
I have no way to link their names.